Good morning, and thank you for staying with us. i24 News Morning Edition. Important day today. We have been invaded by the British Empire. It's female subject, so to speak. And it's Shachar Peled, Yasminke. You will be introduced later. Just sit here and hyperventilate in the corner. But Shachar, i24 News, culture magazine and culture correspondent,
Yes.
with the latest in my favorite topic, which is...
Yes, film adaptations of
film in general.
books.
Yes.
You know that feeling when you go to the movie and you think, I should have read the book? You know, usually...
Every single time, or we go so we can say that we read the book.
Unfortunately, usually the books are better than the films, and well, this is the opportunity to fix it for 2014. Yes, so here's some of our recommendations. There's The Monuments Men, which much has been said of that.
Another World War II movie.
Exactly. Oh, this is the best time for World War II movies.
They always come out at this time of year.
Yeah, I don't know why though. It's not.
It's very bizarre. It's like February.
Anniversary, but
okay.
well, there we have it. Directed, written, and starring George Clooney in a very remarkable
as well.
cast. Yes, he did.
Okay.
Well, it was supposed to be released in 2013, but it was pushed to February 2014.
Any idea why?
Well, yeah, it was just some production problems, but they lost a possible and probable nomination for the Oscar. But they did leave us time to read the book. This is what I'm trying to do. Yes, in the past few weeks, and I have 2 weeks left. We have props. 2 weeks left. February 7th, it will be released. So I'm trying.
Reminds me of high
really
school. We had Cliff Notes. You know what Cliff Notes are?
Yes.
Okay.
Book reviews. But
Wow.
this book was written by Robert M. Edsel. I'm sorry. The full name of the book is The Monuments Men, Allied Heroes, Nazi Thieves, and the Greatest Treasure Hunt in History. Yes, it's actually one big historic essay telling.
And this is a true story.
It's a true story, a fascinating true story about a unit in World War II consisting of art curators and art historians who were sent into sent into Europe to fight and to save valuable works of art from the Nazis. A fascinating story. Robert Edsel himself, he's actually a businessman from Dallas who found this story fascinating. He was obsessed by the methods and the planning of how
if you live in Dallas,
artworks were saved by these men from the hands of the Nazis. He actually founded and is the president of the Monuments Men Foundation for the Preservation of Art. He's an expert. I'm not sure, actually, but he wrote the book in 2009 after much research, so I'm sure some of them are, and he talked to many of them. And 2009, Hollywood was...
No, it does.
Quickly attracted.
It sounds like, even when, it was happening in real time, they had the Hollywood
and it's
movie
amazing they know about it only now, because this sounds like a story that we should have known.
Years?
Exactly.
My God.
Where was Spielberg?
What a miss.
If you're looking more into comedy, we'll move on to This Is Where I Leave You, a book by Jonathan Tropper. He's a younger American professor of English, actually, and his book themes stem from his personal life. So growing up and being single and getting married and getting divorced and living in the suburbs. So many people relate to his themes. This time it's another 2009 published book. This Is Where I Leave You. It was a bestseller for the New York Times. This tells the story about Judd Foxman, who isn't a very lucky guy. His father just died, and his wife was caught cheating on him with his boss, an affair which became public. So now he's stuck for 7 days. Very American and very Jewish, because he's stuck for 7 days in Shiva with the Foxman clan.
Can say Shiva.
7 days and 7 nights with a dysfunction in clan. An hilarious book, and it's going to star Jason Bateman and Tina Fey. So enough said. It's going to be an hilarious movie.
Occasion.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
Now, if you don't like comedy and you want to move on to thrillers, then we have Gone Girl. This is a book by Gillian Flynn. She used to be a television critic, and now she's moved to the other side. She's going to write the screenplay as well. Yes, and this film will be directed by David Fincher, the much acclaimed movie director. Seven, Fight Club.
Can't go wrong with him.
Yes, Benjamin Button. Many films with Brad Pitt, coming to think of it.
Yes, it's kind of like Scorsese and DiCaprio.
Yes, absolutely. This one will star Ben Affleck, telling the story of a woman who disappears in her...
Ben Affleck, wasn't he once in a movie called Gone Baby Gone?
Yes, you're right, actually. So he's going to on movies with the word gone in them.
Because this is Gone Girl? This is Gone Girl. Gone
yes,
Girl.
by
Okay.
Gillian Flynn.
Kidnapping?
Yes, a woman disappears. It's a thriller. A woman disappears on her wedding day anniversary. Most evidence is against her husband. Did he really kill her?
Right.
Question mark.
Is she really dead?
Yes.
Okay.
Fans of the book have mixed feelings about the ending of the book. We won't spoil it, but this is definitely movie material, so we'll be waiting to see this.
Definitely.
We're moving on to Serena. No, it's not a biopic about legendary tennis player Serena Williams, though that could be interesting.
You know, that's coming up at a certain point.
Yes. No, this is a periodic thriller about a couple named George and Serena Pemberton on their journey to create a timber empire, and on the way they kill whoever stands in their way. And when Serena...
A timber empire?
Yeah, timber empire, and they kill whoever stands in their way. So, yes, that's the story. But when Serena finds out that George has an illegitimate son, and she discovers she can't bear children, she decides to kill his son. So it's quite a horrific story, but the movie will star Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper,
of Silver
the
Linings.
lovely couple from Silver Lining and American Hustle. So this is their third collaboration, and you know, taking evidence from their chemistry in the past, previous films together. This will be a great collaboration.
Where, you know, they basically kill everybody.
Yes, probably, but you know, it will be great seeing them both on screen. They look lovely, and I don't know,
it's kind of a Bonnie and Clyde-ish thing.
Yes, I was thinking about Bonnie and Clyde, you know, killing everyone on their way. But they're a great couple.
And the timber empire bit is a bit bizarre to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't elaborate on that.
This is in the 20s, clearly?
And something like that.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Inherent Vice. This is another novel published in 2009, but this time it's by Thomas Pynchon.
All these books are 2009, what, New York Times bestseller list?
Something like that, but this specific book is by veteran author Thomas Pynchon. He's written many books. Gravity's Rainbow is his most famous, but this is actually his first film adaptation, the first book that will be adapted into the big screen. This tells the story, this is Los Angeles in the 1970s, tells the story of a detective, a drug-fueled detective named Larry Doc Sportello. He investigates the murder of his ex-girlfriend, or the disappearance, rather, of his ex-girlfriend. This will star Joaquin Phoenix and Reese Witherspoon. And Again, yes. I'm not sure they were together.
Yes, they were. Johnny Cash. Come on.
Oh, you're right.
Johnny Cash
I can't remember the name as well.
It's this great trivial knowledge that I have that saves me in moments like this.
I can't remember the name of the film, though. Anyway, directing...
Walk the Line.
Something like that. Paul Thomas Anderson will be the director, so he collaborates again with Joaquin Phoenix. He directed The Master, and of course There Will Be Blood and Magnolia. He's a magnificent director.
Yes.
So this will be another collaboration. Actually, the lead actor was supposed to be Robert Downey Jr., but then Paul Thomas Anderson said, no, I want Joaquin. We've seen him now in Her, so he's doing a great job there, nominated for lead actor in the Oscars.
Collaboration. I love this. All the films I'm never going to get to watch because I don't leave the house.
Read the book. Read the book.
I know, and you will be back. Would you show me just exactly where you're at?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm there in the beginning. I have a long way to go, no doubt.
But Shachar Peled, stay with us as we move on, and we're joined by i24news journalist